Es que no... Ya se sobrecalienta.
Venga, ahora.
Joder, ¿en serio?
Venga, ahora.
Ahora.
Tú
Dime,
ven.
Chris.
Dile a tu cuñado, mira, que estoy haciendo, tío.
Estoy haciendo un vídeo, Chris. Directo. Directo. Para todos los seguidores. ¿Qué juego ese que estás jugando?
Pues míralo, está puesto el título y todo.
Joder. L.A.NOIRE.
Hola, Bayer.
Guy gave his wife a tab. I said, all's fair in love.
Joder, tengo mucha hambre ya, Vamos a ver cómo está la comida. Ahora venimos.
Que es lo que te ha llamado. Tampoco tienes que insultar,
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
I get the point.
Continue to respond.
And know what's up? Assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Seguro. Es otro guy. Hola. ¿Para qué demonios es esto? Ah, vale, arriba, joder. ¿Qué es arriba? Ya me estoy liando ya, tío. Estoy aquí... Ya. Para la parte de arriba. Vale, entonces por aquí.
Now, boys, you know as much as I
José
do.
Manuel.
I'll be holding a
Reino.
press conference
Hola.
once the autopsy has been completed. I
Denunciado.
have two of my finest investigators on the case.
Pero no os insultéis por
Fresh
aquí,
from
tío.
bringing
Estáis
down the
hablando
sword of
por
justice
YouTube,
on
tío.
the
Y
crazed
estáis...
sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities
Diciendo
between
cosas,
this
tío,
murder
esas,
and the
tío.
murder of Celine
Tú,
Henry
creo que...
and of
lo
Elizabeth
que te
Short,
está
for that
diciendo
matter?
que igual te está diciendo de broma,
Boys,
Esto no es en
boys,
serio,
be
¿eh?
sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, but the greatest
Madre
scientific
mía.
investigators are our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work.
¿En serio,
We
Bayer,
have
lo has
God's work
denunciado?
to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Chris, qué juego. Ah, es el L.A.NOIRE.
I was first on scene.
¿No lo conoces ese juego? Joder. Madre mía. Ahora, tío, el que sale, el que José Manuel, no tienes que insultar. A ver, estas tías, ¿tiene alguna pregunta? No, estas no hablan. Estas no
This is
hablan.
awful. Just awful.
Voy a quitar aquí en medio.
Why can't we get any closer?
A ver, ¿dónde demonios está el cadáver? ¿Dónde demonios está el cadáver aquí? ¿Dónde está aquí el cadáver? Ay.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Hostia. Pisadas.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
José.
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Ya ese es, tío. Ese sí tienes razón, Bayer. Estamos en directo y diciendo que eres gay y todo eso, tío. Madre mía, tío. Pero un poco de respeto aquí, tío, ¿no? No tiene ni respeto, tío, estos. Maleducados, joder. Vamos a ver el cadáver. Me cago en Dios. Es una mujer. Hostias, son pisadas, ¿qué dices? Hostia. Me cago en Dios.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Le arrancó el anillo.
Fourth finger, left hand,
Parece que tiene
wedding
un
or
anillo ahí.
engagement ring, violently removed.
Brazo, venga, brazo, el siguiente brazo. Ya he visto, ya. Hostia, ya. Primero la... Horcao. No, esto no. Primero creo que la ha matado. Y después la ha estrangulado, tío. No, pero siempre no me deja poner otro. Aquí. Hostias.
Look at your mark, it's very...
Distinctive. I'll do some
Joder.
comparisons back at the lab and get
Pobrecita,
back
¿no?
to you.
Madre mía, chaval. Fu.
Similar remote.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we've got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
¿Qué tal estás, Bayer? A ver si te conectas, tío. Menudo asesinato, tío.
All these people are vultures, officer.
Vamos a hacer unas preguntas a unas personas. Pero esto porque se y Bengara. No hay ni por hacer preguntas aquí.
I'm at a loss.
We'll need a solid crime scene report. Search around and then check the body.
You're very kind to animals, so please, give that face back to the gorilla.
This is awful. Just awful.
Si no hay nadie aquí, va a hacerle preguntas a nadie.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
This is a secure area. You all need to leave. This is a crime scene. All of you move along.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Pues nada, tío. No sé. Oh, Dios.
I was closest, sir. I got the call. Not much more I can tell you.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994. Victim a white female Jane Doe on the street. Possible ID of Deirdre Muller. Can you run through the name?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Never the same, are they?
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Detectives, R&I says that Deirdre
Never
Mahler
the
of
same,
130
right?
North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Any Central Unit 465 reports a possible for the 8th and hope the Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Sorry! My partner isn't the greatest driver in the world! Cole, come on!
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Chris, dime.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mama was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I don't pay much attention to that stuff.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Your mom and dad never got angry with each other? They were happy?
Well, not like the movies. Not like you read about in books.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this? My shoe size? You must really be running on empty.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You didn't go anywhere?
No, I was here the whole time.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
I think you went with her, but you didn't go to the school. What really happened, Waller?
You're making this stuff up, and I'll dare anyone to prove any different.
Es un asesino este tío.
Damn you. I don't even get a chance to grieve, and you go and start pointing the finger at me. You can go to hell.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me. I'm not a killer. No matter what you think.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Look, that's the latest thing.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
SVD.
Enough running, Hugo! Hands where we can see them. This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Ha sido él.
Get him booked in at Central, officer.
Ha sido él.
Put him in an interview.
Sabía yo.
We'll be speaking with him later.
Sabía yo que ha sido él.
Yes, sir, detective.
Que lo ha asesinado.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't. It's a moment.
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have a family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and.
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here to clean up. Take care of the kid. Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting.
Got it, KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports. Officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street, Lindley Place. Unit to handle. Code 3. Identify.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks.
West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Alexa, pon dando beca.
Aquí tienes contar peces. Feliz el baby.
¿Qué pasa? Venga, ahora.
Dime.
No puedo decir aquí en directo, tío.
Vale.
¿A quién era ese que insultó, le llamó a Bayer? Eso tú. Manuel.
¿Quién le llamó qué al Bayer?
¿A Bayer?
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure.
Le llamó...
It'll all be in the report,
Mira en
but I'm
directo
assuming you want the
lo que le
details
llamó.
now.
Please.
Uno tal
Cause
Manuel,
of
no
death
sé
is
qué.
strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on
ya
the
sé
bench.
quién es.
¿Quién es?
Un amigo mío.
Tu cuñado igual, ¿no?
No.
¿Tu cuñado sigue ahí o...?
No, no está en la habitación. Vente y vacila un poquito, que sé que está rico.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green
Vente y
1946
vacila un
coupe
poquito,
registered
que
to
de
Mrs.
una vez
Hugo
que te
Mulder
está
has been found
rico,
in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High
vamos.
School and playing fields.
Vente
Captain
y
Donnelly wants you to head
vacila
down there immediately to take the full janitor statement.
Thanks for your help.
Ya no pienso jugar más contigo a GTA, Nunca más,
¿Por qué?
Pues no.
Ah, porque te he matado.
O sea, porque siempre haces lo mismo. Siempre no me dejas jugar tranquilo a GTA. Yo no pienso jugar más contigo a GTA. No me río. Ahora, que ni gracia.
Solo es un juego.
¿Y qué? No me interesa. Ya, pero no juegas tú solo, que yo no juego más. Contigo.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Después de la muerte de Ana, ¿sabes?
Pienso vender la PlayStation 4, tío. Estoy pensando. Sí, ahora quiero estar más con la novia, tío. Paso.
¿Qué has dicho?
¿Qué has dicho? ¿Qué has dicho?
¿Qué has dicho, Chris?
No sé. No me acuerdo.
¿Qué has dicho?
Aquí está en directo. Hola. Saluda.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Vale, ¿quién es ese tío?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Es un tío que está agachado,
There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Hey,
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him
No
off.
corras que te pillo.
There he is, officer. There he is. See him?
Qué cabrón de tío, cómo corre, Ni le pillo,
Grisa, no te oigo bien, estoy disparando, no te oigo bien.
Vale, vale. Hola, vete arrestado. Está arrestado el tío.
What's your name?
Que no me oyes. Qué mentiroso.
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks, ma'am.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Muller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk?
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Better not go soft on all the cases.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine.
¿Qué dices, Bengala?
Big yellow letters, HM out front.
Es difícil.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Yeah.
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
You're lying, Eli. You're a creature of habit. You just get out of jail and you're back to your old ways. You use a specific type of rope.
That may be the case. But you got nothing that says I used a rope to hurt that woman. I think you should let me go. Is there some money coming my way for finding that butterfly?
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Come on, Eli. How else are you going to pay for yourself?
I got me a pension from the First War. It ain't much, but it does pay some.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Do you know anything about braided ropes?
Some. They're mainly used for mooring lines, hawsers, you know, that kind of stuff. We don't have much use for them in the machine shop. We use chain hoists.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
What color are your overalls?
Green. We all wear green. It's a company policy.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're gonna die for this,
la
Muller.
misión esta.
Better give me something if I'm gonna believe your story.
My conscience is clear. You can't badger me into admitting anything.
We're letting you go for now, Muller. Go home and see your daughter, and work on your story. It's got more holes than a batting cage.
That's the guy. Detective, that's him. That's the guy who parked the car, I'm sure of it. Hey, he's getting away!
That's not true. I can't go to jail.
Sí, verdad. Ha sido él.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it on the road, goddammit.
It ends.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Two regular armies.
Lieutenant! Belt, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank. I'm in charge here, Medier! Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen. They're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
A ver, ¿cuál es la siguiente misión? El caso de la seda. Vale.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Bueno chicos, dale un like y suscríbete a mi canal y hasta luego. Voy a cortarlo ya.